Shalom, brothers and sisters. I need to show you something really quickly that I just saw. This is all about Lady Gaga, and she was at some kind of event, and I'm going to pull this up here quickly. So this was a kindness tip from Lady Gaga. And I'm going to play this, okay, because there's a really important message. It's something the Father's been trying to show us about scattering the sheep and why. And we know, who this woman works for. So I'm going to play this, and I want to stop it a little bit, and I'm going to show you some Bible verses, but please pay attention to this.
The really fantastic thing about kindness is that it's free, and it can't hurt you or anybody else. It is the thing that brings us all together. In times of chaos and crisis, what we all tend to do is start pointing fingers at where we think the bad guys are, where the evil is. We all start arguing. Everybody has different opinions about that. Please do not forget, hatred or evil, whatever you want to call it, it's intelligent.
Okay, so she just said hatred or evil or whatever you want to call it is intelligent, which, yes, you are correct, Lady Gaga. It is intelligent because it is the we know that this is Satan, okay? So he's straight up telling you this, but I want to tell you it's not evil or whatever it is. Mark 7:21-22 says, For from within, out of the heart of men proceed evil thoughts. So it comes out of the heart of men, okay? Proceed evil thoughts, adulteries, fornications, murders, thefts, covetousness, wickedness, deceit, I can't pronounce this today, lasciviousness, an evil eye, blasphemy, pride, foolishness. So it's out of the abundance of the heart, folks, okay? Now, she continues on and talking about this evil being intelligent, right? So we know we don't wrestle with flesh and blood, but against powers, principalities, and, spiritual darkness in high places.
It's smart, and it's invisible. It doesn't have a color. It doesn't have a race. It doesn't have a religion. It has no politics. It's an invisible snake that while it is...
It's an invisible snake. Who is the snake? The great serpent, which is cast down, which his name is the devil, Satan, who deceiveth the whole world.
Planning to make its attack. It is thinking to itself, I am going to divide my enemy.
See, so she just said, I'm going to divide my enemy. So who is Satan's enemy? The sheep. God's sheep. God's flock. Okay, so look at John 10, verse 12. But he that is an hireling, and not the shepherd, we know Christ is the shepherd, whose own the sheep are not, seeth the wolf coming, and leaveth the sheep, and fleeth, and the wolf catcheth them, and scattereth the sheep. So what do you think the wolf does? We know that this is also about false prophets, okay, because they are ravenous wolves. That's what they are. So they come to scatter the sheep. Now, Lady Gaga, why don't you tell me why?
Into smaller, less strong groups. And then I'm going to make them hate each other so that it's easier to take them down.
You heard it from her mouth to your ears. She just told you what Satan does. He scatters the sheep, puts them into smaller groups, puts them fighting against each other. And what do you think's happening today, folks? What do you think's been going on in this world, okay, amongst the sheep? He's coming to scatter the sheep. Stop fighting over stuff that doesn't matter. I'm so sick of everybody fighting over things that don't matter. Do you see this? Satan is straight up telling you he's scattering God's people. And we're too busy fighting over this stuff.
And as we're all yelling at each other, trying to figure out which group it is that's causing the problem, evil's winning. All around us. We need to shift the perspective. The solution is that we need to build a kinder and braver world.
Now, this is going to get into The whole bringing everyone together and false peace. And, you know, we know First Thessalonians 5:3 says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Okay, this is about bringing everyone together, coexist movement, about a lie. It's a straight up lie. John 10 talks all about who's the good shepherd. Okay, Christ, he knows his sheep. He knows who are his, and we know his voice. So he laid down the life for the sheep. Okay, so please, brothers and sisters, stop fighting amongst ourselves. We have to. Okay? Now, Matthew 12:34-35. This is my response to Lady Gaga. O generation of vipers, how can ye, being evil, speak good things? She's evil. She can't speak good things. For out of the abundance of the heart the mouth speaketh. A good man out of the good treasure of his heart bringeth forth good things, and an evil man out of the evil treasure bringeth forth evil things. Huh. Wow. Would you look at that? It's from your hearts, folks. That's why he says, let not sin therefore reign in your mortal body, that ye should obey it in the lusts thereof. Neither yield ye your members as instruments of unrighteousness unto sin, but yield yourselves unto God, and those that are alive from the dead, and your members as instruments of righteousness unto God. For sin shall not have dominion over you, for ye are not under the law, but under grace. What then shall we sin, because we are not under the law, but under grace? God forbid. Okay, so this is all about coming against sin, folks. You know, we are supposed to come into righteousness, and she's sitting here saying something totally different. Now she's saying it doesn't matter what you are. No, it does matter, Lady Gaga.
Get rid of those labels. These different factions, gay, straight, rich, poor, mentally ill, not mentally ill, gun owner, not gun owner. None of this can matter anymore. We are unified in our humanity.
It sounds like a really great message, Lady Gaga. It sounds fantastic, but guess what? It's not written that way. Because you know what? The wheat and the tares grow up together, and you know what happens to the tares at the end? Oh, they get plucked up, and they get burnt to a crisp. Okay? So, those of you who are wheat, we will grow up with the tares, but do not be part of this deception. They're going to bring you together. It's going to seem great. Okay? Satan does not come as how you think he would. He comes as a minister of light. She's straight up telling you what they're doing.
And the only thing that we all know, we all appreciate in one another is kindness. So this has to come before all things, and you must operate relentlessly this way with everything you have.
Yeah, relentlessly, be in kindness, right? Relentlessly, we have to be in kindness. I agree with you, because love, it's all about love at the end. Brothers and sisters, do not be deceived. Please, this is part of the lie, okay? He's scattering the sheep is what he's doing, because he knows who's the most powerful when we are together, when we are united in like mind and body in one accord. He knows. So stop this. Stop reporting each other's channels. Stop flagging each other. Stop this garbage. Because while all that's going on, like Lady Gaga just said, evil is winning. And we know who wins in the end. And we know this is not bringing glory to the Father. We need to be focusing on what's right here. Go forth, brothers and sisters, in love and peace and in boldness to preach the message of the gospel. And God bless you.